Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Anca and I do art and illustration related videos and sometimes tattoo related videos. So if you're into that, make sure you subscribe and check out the other videos on my channel. So in today's video, I wanted to do a 3-year update on my tattoo journey. 3 years ago, I quit my full-time job and I wanted to update you guys on some things that have changed, some things that have remained the same, how it's been for me being a full-time tattoo artist. And I wanted to kind of share the journey and give you guys an update on how my life has been throughout these 3 years. So this video will be segmented into a couple of chapters. I want to touch on specific subjects, which you will find in the description box. If you want to skip any chapter, you can go ahead. But yeah, so let's start. So 3 years ago, I quit my full-time stable job to become a tattoo artist, and I genuinely had no idea how I would survive this. So I will start by talking about why I quit my full-time job. I do touch on this in a video that I did right when I quit my job. I worked there for 10 years. I started off as a designer and then I moved into art directing. And honestly, the job was really cool. I was doing wallpaper designs and home decor products. But after 10 years of being at that job, burnout really kicked in. Also, the management was a bit chaotic and I just didn't really find myself in that job and I wasn't creatively fulfilled. So I decided to change something. I started taking tattoo lessons. I started tattooing on fake skin, and within a year and a half, I quit my job and started tattooing full time. Tattooing really pulled me in. I was interested in this job for quite a very long time, but I finally managed to get the courage because I was so dissatisfied at my old job. So I wasn't really ready when I quit, but honestly, you will never feel ready. So the best thing to do is just do it if you really want to pursue this career. So I will talk about what I expected versus how reality really is. So my expectation was that I would have a flexible schedule. I would have freedom to do whatever I want creatively. I would be drawing and creating every day. I would actually have more money eventually. So the reality of this was that sometimes you do get a lot of freedom in this job. The thing is, you can manage your own schedule. However, this comes with a twist because your schedule actually depends on your clients. Most clients work 9 to 5, so you will be working a lot in the afternoon or on weekends. So basically, you don't really get that much freedom when you are kind of fully booked. Weekends will be sacrificed most of the times, especially if you are working with clients you've worked before. You will tend to give them more advantages and kind of take them in the weekends. So do keep this in mind. Also, the freedom is not really freedom because you're constantly thinking about your business. You constantly have to create for social media. Taking bookings takes a lot of time, talking to clients, figuring out what they want. Client communication in general takes a lot of time. So the reality of things is you won't have more freedom and flexible schedule. It's only maybe when you are in a slow season you will get to have more freedom. The thing about drawing every day is that definitely doesn't happen. I do draw a lot, but I draw a lot of clients' ideas. So while I try to put my twist on them, some clients are not very flexible. So do take that in mind, that you will be doing things that you don't particularly like or want if you want to keep making money. Another thing that really hit reality for me was that you will have an inconsistent income. So financial stability is really hard to get in this business. I live in a pretty small city where there are a lot of tattoo artists, and sometimes I have slow seasons. I still struggle with getting clients sometimes. So for me, the last month has been a really slow one, but for my colleagues, it has not. So it kind of fluctuates. So my advice for you would be to save up money and always have like a emergency fund on which you can lean on, because most of the times it's pretty inconsistent. You will have good months, you will have bad months. Another thing which I didn't expect was a physical exhaustion. So I have a lot of back pain, I have a lot of wrist pain, my shoulder has been hurting for 2 weeks now. So you will need to manage that as well. Tattooing is a very difficult job. Physically, you have to sit in the same position for many hours. You have to be really concentrated. Your back will take a huge beating from tattooing. So my advice to you would be to start doing sports and start going to massage. That has helped me a lot in managing my pain, but do be prepared to feel tired and exhausted all the time. Also, I didn't expect to have this self-employment stress that is constantly on my mind. So I would get really stressed during slow seasons. I used to get a lot more stressed. Now I'm kind of more calm and I know that things are not very consistent usually. But keep this in mind, you will be under a lot of self-pressure from yourself to keep creating, keep making money, keep getting clients in. It's something that never stops. And speaking of things that never stop, you will be learning consistently new things in this field because tattooing is a job that never stops teaching you stuff. I get from time to time a tattoo which really challenges me a lot technically, and yeah, if you overcome that, you will be a better tattooer. So also, I think that's something I didn't expect was imposter syndrome. I get this quite a lot. I look at my work, looking back at it, I feel that it's not good enough. But you kind of have to keep this mindset that you are constantly evolving. And if you didn't do the perfect job now, maybe you will do a better job next time, and try to keep evolving. So now I will talk about my biggest challenges over the last 3 years. Number one is definitely the financial stuff. The unpredictable income kind of takes a toll on you if you're not prepared for it. The slow months also take a toll on you. You have a lot of time to reflect and think about what you're doing wrong, why aren't clients coming in. Also, taxes and business stuff is not very fun to deal with, but you will have to do it. It's part of being self-employed. And there's this pressure to always keep working and always creating and being on social media. So social media is like a second job in this field. You have to constantly put out content. You have to constantly lure your clients in with interesting contents, and it's very hard because everybody's doing social media. Mentally, I've had quite a few challenges. I do tend to compare myself to other artists, but then I kind of step back and think, well, I'm doing my thing, and I think my thing is quite alright. It's not fair to compare yourself to others who have been in the field for 10 or 15 years. So kind of focus on your own journey. There's also burnout, and there's also social media pressure. And of course, the physical aspect of it, which I talked about before, the back pain, the wrist pain, the long sessions, the exhaustion over long tattoo sessions. These will all take a toll on you. So these were my challenges, but I do have things that have improved in my life. For example, I am way more confident in my tattooing style. I am way more confident in my technical ability. My color packing has gotten better. My gradients have gotten better. I've worked on a lot of cool color pieces and a lot of big pieces. I've done full sleeves. I've done back pieces. And these are things that I wouldn't have imagined I could be doing like my first year into tattooing. So your confidence will build up slowly. You just have to take time with it and learn from every session. I do feel I have a stronger identity. I feel that my style is more prominent now. I've gotten the chance to do a lot of flash pieces on some really cool clients, and that has kind of evolved the way I work and the way I draw things. Also, I've met a lot of really cool people. I've met a lot of cool clients that keep coming back to me, which I really appreciate, and I want to give a shout out to them because they have stood by me from the pretty much the very beginning. And yeah, you have this feeling of feeling proud of your work. There are some pieces that I'm so super proud of. I will be sharing some clips and videos and some tattoos I have done that I really love. Another thing that has improved is that I've created kind of this lifestyle that fits me better. So before I felt stuck being 9 to 5 in a certain place, now I can create my own schedule. Now I can kind of create the life I want. This is the freedom that I talked about, which you will have, but it kind of comes slower, especially in the beginning. Some things that nobody tells you about being a tattoo artist is that you will be spending a lot of time answering messages and a lot of time designing tattoos. It's not all just tattooing, it's pretty much a lot of back work that goes into it. Building clientele also takes a lot of time. I'm still working on my clientele. While I do have returning clients, it's really difficult sometimes in slow seasons to get new clients in. Another thing that nobody tells you is that some tattoos sometimes emotionally stay with you. Either it's because you don't feel you did a good enough job, or because the client's story really hits home with you. Some tattoos, you will just have them imprinted in your brain, and whether it's for good or bad reasons, they will be there. You don't become confident overnight. Confidence takes time to build, as well as your portfolio takes time to build, and your skills. Another thing is that you will have to talk a lot to clients, and you will kind of be their therapist, their part-time friend. You will have to deal a lot with people, and it's part of the job, and you can go around it. So if you're not good with people, I don't recommend you go into this business. I personally am an introvert. I still find it mentally exhausting to keep talking to people, but I've gotten better, and it's not something that takes a really huge toll on me. I want to talk about how I've changed as a person, because this was kind of my biggest transformation. So I've definitely become more disciplined. It takes a lot of discipline to set up your own schedule, to be posting constantly, to be working constantly. So you do have to kind of be in the mindset that nobody is gonna give you work. You have to create work for yourself. I've also learned to create some boundaries for clients, because some will take advantage of you if you are too kind. So for example, for big pieces, I only take them with a deposit. I always confirm my booking the night before, and if they do not show up, I will reschedule only with another deposit. So there are certain boundaries, because people are very different, and some people don't really take tattoo bookings very seriously. I've also started to handle uncertainty better. So before, I got really stressed during slow seasons. Now I'm not so stressed. It still stresses me a bit out because I'm not sure if I will make enough money, but I do handle it better, and I try to keep a positive mind and attitude. You will start caring less about perfection. In the beginning, I was super stressed out. I would zoom in my tattoos when I got home, and I would see a little wobble in a line, and I would think the tattoo is fucked up, but it's not the case. Most of the times, you will be the only one noticing these little imperfections, and it's not that big of a deal. As long as the tattoo looks good overall, as long as the client is happy with it, you've done a good job. I've also gained confidence through repetition. So being consistent, being serious about respecting my clients, being there on time for them, creating their designs, putting in the effort for them, it all amounts to building up confidence. So my advice, if you want to get into tattooing, is save money first. Have an account where you save a lot of money. That should last you for about 6 months, because in the beginning, things will be very difficult. Getting clients will be hard. You won't be very confident in what you're doing. You'll fuck up some tattoos. You will do retouches, and it will be hard in the beginning, but it does get better over time. Also, expect your growth to be a lot slower than you imagine. I am still struggling to grow my business, to get clients in. I'm still struggling to find my identity. While I've found a certain identity, I don't feel I'm fully there yet. And consistency matters more than talent. You need to show up. You need to be there for your clients. You need to draw. You need to practice as much as possible. Don't get to a certain point where you feel, oh, I know everything. Learning is constant in this business. You will always learn new stuff. Always look at other artists which are doing better than you, but don't compare yourself to them. Just find that one thing that you can learn from them. So yeah, overall, my tattooing journey has been with ups and downs, as most journeys are. I'm pretty proud of myself, because I did manage to work on bigger tattoos, work on more complex tattoos. I've managed to do some things that I wouldn't thought would be possible. Like, I can do gradients now. I can color pack color. I can do full color sleeves. There's a lot of things that you will evolve in, but there's still a lot to learn. So for example, last week I was at my first tattoo convention. That was a very emotional ride, because I was going into it not really knowing what I should expect, and I participated in the ornamental and the dot work category. I didn't get any prize, and then the second day I participated in the avant-garde category, and there I almost got the first prize, which is really validating. I got technically second place, even though the category had only one prize. But that was very validating to me that I'm doing a good job, that my designs are seen, that they are interesting, and that I can tattoo well. So I would say push yourself a bit out of your comfort zone, just so you can see what others are doing. My conclusion for this video is that sometimes I still don't know what I'm doing, but you figure it out along the way. But the main thing is that I feel I made the right choice by becoming a tattoo artist. I feel that this is where I belong. I feel that this is my space, and I feel it can only get better from here. The last 3 years were harder than I expected, but they were also more fulfilling, and I'm still growing into the artist that I want to become. So I hope you take something positive from this video and not get discouraged. Whether you're a 1-year tattoo artist, 2-year, 10-year, well, 10-year, you kind of know your shit, but I'm trying to do this video, so I encourage you to do it and to see that it's possible to change your career even after you're 30, because I started really late. I am now 36, so I'm 3 years into tattooing, and yeah, I started pretty late, but it's never too late to start. And yeah, I hope you find something positive in this video and you find it as a good motivation to keep doing what you're doing, whether it's tattooing or not, whether it's starting a small business or illustration or whatever it is. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!